Everyone, welcome back to the Board of Advisors podcast. I'm your host, Dillon England, and we have another amazing guest today. We have Jabeen Zaidi with Spring AI, which, guys, Carl, do you ever throw on, this is live, we're going to keep going. Do you ever throw on like images overlays on the podcast? Like if you could... Yep.
We
should do that.
Can we? Because this is a full...
Up here, I'll edit it myself, I have to. Up here, I just want to throw an AI image up there that we just did so you guys can see what Jabeen just did. I'll send them to you. Maybe we could do that. Guys, she has an unbelievable technology company. It's experiential. It's cutting edge. It's AI, but like, you know, we hear that a lot, but this is actually like a really creative way to utilize the technology. And she has this really cool thing out there called, you said a mirror. Is that what you call it?
We call it Glas.
Glas, yeah. And it like cut, like it's like a experiential way to like create amazing lead magnets and foot traffic and events, but you also have the technology. So much thing to talk about. You launched only 2 years ago, so you've been busy. Mm-hmm. Is that like a better term? So tell me about what is Spring AI? What do you got going on? What are these cool things that you're doing? And like, then we'll go from there.
Yeah, thanks so much, Dillon. So Spring AI started out as a visual production platform, meaning online visual editing for the photographers, marketers, brand directors. And we really were the first to actually launch AI image generation on the browser. Before Adobe, before Canva, back when Midjourney was just doing chat Discord, we launched in May 2023, our first alpha. And based off of that, we've found that people are really looking for professional, high quality content. They had high expectations to use this for their brand marketing. And, but going to where we are today is, you know, shortcut, no matter how good visuals were, people are just going to scroll past them. If it doesn't matter to them, it's going to be a skipped ad. It's going to be a doom scroll that no one remembers. And so what we wanted to do is put the people into the experience of the content by making them the actual content themselves. And what is the more higher attention grabber than a reflection of yourself, which is why we use what we call AI mirrors, and we've trademarked it as Glas. And that's our new experience layer that I want to talk to you about that you also just got to try. So yeah, that's
so tell us about it. So where did this idea come from? You know, like what are you most excited about Glas?
So they came from actually talking to fashion designers when I was training them on how to use our studio platform, which is what we call the online editor, to learn how to create product visuals for their dresses and their outfits. And so they were having trouble, you know, they had beautiful models wearing their outfits that were AI generated, but they still kept hitting a wall. They have to put ads on, they have to make it look pretty on their website. And it's just like, how can they more directly get to the consumer? And so what we did is I asked my fashion design contacts, can I try this AI try-on technology that we already have, that you can upload a picture of yourself and it's going to change your outfits? Can we put it inside the actual store? And so we did that in New York Fashion Week in September 2025. And it was an instant hit. People were like, oh my God, I didn't have to go to the fitting room. I didn't have to change my clothes. And that's when we saw the instant connection between people seeing a virtual try-on inside the buying journey, like in a real like store. Yeah. And instead of them having to go to the fitting room, they just grabbed the dress off the rack and checked out.
You know, it's interesting. Did you know that DXL? So this is interesting, guys, because I was shopping for clothes. This is the reason I'm going through this story. Yeah. Let me go through this tangent real quick.
Sure.
So I was shopping for clothes right before this event because I never buy clothes. I've worn the same thing for like 7 years. And my wife's like, please, for the love of God, buy some shirts. So
That's like my husband.
So like, I'm a bigger dude, so I've never shopped at like, was it DXL? Like a bigger dude store or whatever. Never shopped there before, right? So I walk in, I'm like, hey, like, I don't really have the Old Navy bod anymore, right? Now I'm married an Italian, I have 2 kids, so you know, it's like life happens. So they were like, hey, we do something weird here. We have a machine that'll scan you. And so I walked in a fitting room, stripped down to my boxers, and they had like a mini version of what you were doing that scanned me. But what it didn't put me in clothes. It like measured my body. Okay. So then it was like, you need a X waist, X, and it would measure my arms, my length, and all this kind of stuff. But what would have been really cool is if you partnered with them to where I could then try on different styles of clothes before I bought them.
Without you having to actually physically do it.
Try it on. Because the thing that I hate is trying on clothes that are too tight. Bro, I like go in depression every time I go for, because I'm like, man, I'm going to try on 50 pants that don't fit.
Yeah.
You're taking your shoes on and off. You're going back and forth. It's like the worst.
I know.
But if you could walk into a store and then try, like swipe and try on different outfits or have it like recommend things that are actually in stock, then it could, that's
exactly what this
So DXL is already doing a version of this, but what they're not doing, so then I gotta walk out, is actually like, if they should partner with you.
Yeah.
And then the next stage would be like, all right, this is the sizes and here's some clothes that we'd recommend for you to look at.
Exactly. That's filling the gap, right?
Yeah.
That's filling the gap. And what I learned, I come from an experience design background. So I love to understand deeply what are the pain points that people have? What's the friction of an existing problem or experience and what I identified and all the studies report is that fitting rooms are most uncomfortable. People are not confident in their buying decisions. That's why there's such high returns. There's such low customer loyalty. They're not going to buy again. I mean, look at online sales and even in-person foot traffic. And what we say, what's the consequence of that? Over the average industry benchmark is 15% is returned. So all the purchases that you actually got, 15 are returned. And then 88% of the people actually care about the experience when they're buying.
Yeah, for sure. That's why you go.
And they leave disappointed.
Or how many people show up to a store just to go buy online later too? Yeah.
That's like, actually, I have a study. It's 40%.
See, look at me and knowing stuff.
What we actually found as a number is you're leaving $1.7 trillion on the table from experiences that didn't convert. People all walked in or visited your website, but they never bought anything. Imagine if they did. So what was the gap? It's because people aren't confident in their buying decision. And that's the solution that we unexpectedly solved by giving people the instant visualization of how they would look like, not only wearing it. That's another thing. We're beyond virtual try-on. We actually show, for example, if you're shopping for a trail runner shoe, like this is how you're going to look when you're running on a trail.
Right.
Or shooting a hoop, like, basketball, or you're golfing or you're swimming. This is how you'll look in that swimsuit in the pool. I mean, the thing that I love to say is that brands design, when they're designing their products, they go through so much creativity and understanding their customers. This is how we imagine them wearing it, but then they sell it like a closet. It's just like a rack. And like, how are people supposed to actually relate and understand that that's what we're buying it for? And now we get to put them right inside that journey and they get to visualize it themselves. And they're like, that's who I want to be when I buy it. Like, I'm sold. Right. And then size, recommendation, and also showing them the different color options.
It'd be kind of cool if you could like say like you don't recommend something. If someone's going to make a terrible choice, be like, actually, maybe you don't
they'd
buy.
be able to say like, yeah, that color didn't suit you.
You are a 700-pound male. You should not be buying that bikini, please. That would be awesome. Like a big red screen. No, do not buy this. Well, I think what you have kind of stumbled on and created, people remember experiences and people remember how you made them feel.
Yep.
And you're making them literally the hero of the event, the thing, right? They get to see themselves in a different light. And you become memorable that way. And I think every brand is looking for creative ways to become memorable in a world where like you swipe and there's a new dopamine hit every day. There's so many distractions. Brands are clamoring for like, how are people going to remember the experience? And so what you've created is seemingly that thing that's unique, cutting edge, uses AI, which is like the buzzword of the past year, but use it in a very creative way that actually solves a big problem.
Yep.
Which is awesome.
Yeah. I mean, talking about personal and creative, a new thing that we just launched yesterday is a capability to do body transformation for workouts and lifestyles and healthcare.
We did see how that works out.
I wanted to ask you how that experience was, because how that made you feel, and it's mixed for multiple people, but it kind of across the board with just the few dozen people that have tried it, they're like, oh, that now makes me want to go to the gym and work out.
Well, first of all, it made me feel like, oh, dang, I could look so much better. Second thing, I think that gyms would gravitate to this. Dude,
for sure.
I think that every CrossFit gym. So you should partner with CrossFit. Actually, I don't know if I have connections there.
Okay.
And every CrossFit gym should have one of these.
Yes, because
and when they walk in, think about it. You know, you walk in and you're like, hey, I just want you to know, like, if you stick to it, and if there's a way that they could like kind of like guesstimate the average weight loss of a plan and be like, if you stick for us with 6 months, if you stick for us with 12 months, this is actually what your journey is going to look like. And then imagine this. Imagine then you have like your 3-month journey, 6-month journey, 12-month journey, and the program could do like all those things, calculate it. Yep. Okay. And then they actually take your picture at those 3 months and compare. Yeah. And then you have like a whole journey that you walk through, but you got to see it before you start. Exactly. And then every day you show up, I almost imagine like a big wall of people's journey just showing up, but like showing them what's possible. Yeah. And I think that this experience could make them almost like believe it, right? It could be good. Yeah. Yeah. And this is exactly what I want to talk about, because I'm releasing a report on this, which is called Aspirational Buying Psychology, and how this actually is what brands need to understand and have intelligence about. Let's think about it this way. If every brand knew the reason why someone bought something, how much intelligence and how much benefit could that be for them? For example, there's an outfit that they designed and they placed it in a lifestyle on a beach, and they also placed it in a lifestyle in a corporate boardroom. And they're seeing that people, when it was in a corporate boardroom, that converted way more than it did when it was placed on a beach. That's giving them the intelligence like, hey, my client for this product is more for like this persona than that persona. And this is the new intelligence that we're unlocking by pairing the virtual try-on with the lifestyle along with it in the context, because that actually allows brands to A/B test, experiment, understand, and almost predict the reason why someone would buy something. And so that is, again, going to the aspirational part and to the fitness part, we're actually letting even gyms and healthcare and meal plan and all these kinds of ways to really tie into the way that they never had an opportunity to really, no matter how many statistics, blood reports, like, you know, it's not going to sell them as much as a visual of them. Yeah. Of like how, if you really believe in it, it's going to make you do. And so again, it's about helping people to see it. And it's also helping brands to actually design it. And so that's what we do. We're giving a whole, what we call Spring AI is an orchestration platform for the brand experience. And they get to design how they want their products or services to be experienced. And then they see the engagement. They get the analytics. Yeah, my brain is swirling because I have so many ideas for you. Yeah, and partnerships. And there's a company called Clicktivated that you need to. So I have a partner where, let's say you're watching a video. And they can make everything in the video clickable. Oh, okay. Where like, let's just say somebody wanted to like see what your dress you're wearing or whatever, or pants. So it's like shop that look. Right? You can literally click on, like literally with your finger, click on your shirt and it'll pull up exactly where it is. Interesting. It's like really cool. Anyway, I think there could be maybe something there for you guys. Similar, like the way Pinterest does it. But different though. But it's not, so like I think there'd be actually similarities on how you guys could potentially work together. Like Toyota works with them, so that could be awesome. Do you have like a patent on this stuff? Patent pending, or how's this? We have patents and trademarks. So Glas is trademarked, Spring is trademarked, and then the technology to turn the experiences like this tied to merchandising and analytics is a full trademark. So, patent. What's been the number one challenge for you so far? So we've successfully had pilots in terms of because this experience technology just launched in December officially. We've had almost 20 live events, retail stores actually having this in their boutique, but basically becoming scaled at an enterprise level is where we want to be. And that's been difficult just because it's it's funny, we're almost like shocking these retail conglomerates because of how revolutionary this is, because like they don't really know where to start. And so until they get their lines in order and who to talk to, we've been forced to really just go small to medium businesses, because those have a much more faster way to big ships turn slowly. Yeah, right. And so that's why we're exploring retail and we're letting that take its time. But then now we've kind of pivoted to health and fitness. Yep.
and also event entertainment, which doesn't require so much red tape, so much conditions on, product accuracy. They more care about the experience. And so we've been, again, kind of just trying to find which is the vertical. Of course, retail is going to be the most successful, but they take time. Who's the most highest, conversion and at scale and at speed? We're finding, health and fitness and event entertainment, sports entertainment, and all that. So really, a small team. We're trying to see which one is going to be the first fish that bites, and we're following that. But board of advisors have been so amazing to really connect with so many businesses that can see uses for this.
Yeah.
And we love to grow with them. We're like, what's your vision? Like, how would you use this for your brand? And that's what we are. We want to see how this could be applied to multiple brands. And, that's what we're in right now. We're just exploring all that.
Yeah, I mean, I think, first of all, it's a great idea. I think you saw a need in the marketplace, and you try to capitalize on that. And now it's how do we get mass adoption? What's the best way to scale and pick the vertical that makes the most sense, but also have a product that works? Yep. And did that probably take the most time, is like kind of fine tuning the actual technology, right?
Fine tuning actually took less time. It was it was more of like finding the accurate the business use cases for all the different uses and customizing it. So we actually were pretty because we've been building for over 3 years. We knew AI in and out. We knew how to use it and how to modify it. The system part and having users actually, and clients sign on, that's been more of like a learning curve. And so because we're really truly like carving a whole new niche in the market, like a whole new imagine like omni-channel, right? Like approach. And that's been our difficulty, but it's really I think we're almost at that verge where it's gonna be viral very soon, because we just implemented an online version of this, so that way now that can integrate into any brand, right? And
so can I break down the online thing? So if I'm understand, let me know if how this is gonna work.
Yeah.
I'm shopping online, let's say for clothes.
Yeah.
Would I then be able to upload a picture of myself? And then as I shop for clothes, hypothetically speaking, it could show me exactly what it would look like.
Yes, exactly. It's very similar. Like the way that it works is right now, it's the brand has already kind of styled that shirt, for example, with that pant and that shoe in this background. And so you would actually shop for, instead of specific products, you'd shop at looks. Like, let me try this look. Let me try this professional look. Let me try this casual look.
Would I still be able to see it on me?
And then you're going to, on you. And then you upload your picture. Yeah. And now it's going to show you in like 20 different looks. Yeah. And then show you shop this look, similar to you said, like clicking on the video. Yep. Now you're going to see the price tag for like that shirt, this, add all to cart. Boom. Like that's our goal, is to basically seamlessly integrate into the existing shopping experience so that you feel like you're just checking out. But
I mean, I think that solves a massive need in the online shopping, because you're kind of like, hey, I think I like this, but I wonder how, and you can't try it on and look in the mirror.
Yep.
And so with your technology, what you're saying is you can try it on and look in the mirror through the technology on the app.
Yep. Just upload a picture of yourself. Yeah. Or if you're shopping for someone else, upload a picture of them.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
What's your dream with all this? Like, if you had everything that went right, where do you see this company being?
I mean, I see this technology being integrated into every retail store, and not only physical, but digital, and kind of becoming as normal as you would see a checkout. Like, it should be the mandatory step between try. And so just having that level of scale would be amazing for me to show that this is actually something that's benefiting all these brands. I really would love to just see this expanding in all the industries that it can, which I'm holding back on. Like I mentioned, fitness and health and, apparel, but I didn't mention that we've already validated in beauty, makeup, jewelry, hair, like hair salons, athletic, parties, even music festivals. I mean, there's so many verticals, but what we want is, since there's so many verticals, we actually want to create partnerships with the leaders in these industries, and kind of maybe create franchises off of it, create different pods of this and help grow multiple businesses with like these existing systems, because we already designed the hair salon suite for this, and so I really imagine like this is just the birth of it. It's like still a baby. We're testing, exploring it, but I'm excited to see how all of the entrepreneurs and all the businesses can see all of the different industry uses of this and allow it to be expanded. So really, it's just going to be industry agnostic, and every single company can find a way to, even real estate, showing like how someone looks like in that house and that lifestyle. There's unending amounts of
things you could do with this.
But I have to tone it down because we're still like, growing. But once we do hit that mark, I want to just see, how it will grow.
Yeah, because I think what's exciting about what you've built is you have a technology that's a bit of a chameleon of like how it could be used.
Exactly.
And now the challenge you have is like, what's closest to the dollar, quickest return, highest impact. Yeah. Without losing out on opportunities in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Welcome to entrepreneurship.
That's how you're a startup, right? You gotta hit the MVP and make that turn some return. Otherwise, we can keep just burning away and building away. Yeah. And I've had to literally pitch as we still build features because we want. The only way to validate it is actually putting it in the world.
That's what I was going to say. The one of the worst things you can do is build a product no one wants.
Exactly.
And one of the best things you can do is actually pitch a product that's being built, because then you get way more feedback on what actually people want. Because imagine you build this amazing product that you think is amazing. Yeah. And then
it's crickets.
Right. Right. And then and you built it in a way where the foundation of the code can't be changed. Yeah. Like if I only would, but they give you really great advice. You're like, oh, I didn't even think about, right? You have to backtrack all these developer hours. And so it makes sense. I really think actually, like I was excited to learn more. And now that I've experienced it, I think that the technology itself is great. And I think you have a really bright future.
Thank you so much.
And if there's anything I can do to help you, let me know. At the end of every podcast, we always say, like, where can people find you? So let the people know where can they learn more.
Okay, well, you can follow me on LinkedIn, Jabeen Zaidi, and our website is spring.design. And you can create a free account today to actually start using our studio platform. And then follow us on Instagram, springglas.ai. And would love to connect with everyone, and thank you so much for interviewing me.
And as always, like, comment, subscribe. If you're interested in Board of Advisors, definitely come check it out. If you're interested in Jabeen and what she's making, you're gonna definitely want to check her out as well. But thank you for watching this episode. We'll see you guys on the next one.